Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to 5 Questions With. Last week, we had some amazing guests on the show, and boy, did we deep dive into their worlds. But here's the best part. We also uncovered their fun and playful sides. Our host, Scott Fullerton, has a treat for you today. You see, 5 Questions isn't just about serious stuff. We like to keep it light and quirky, too. We ask questions that let our guests show their wonderfully unique and playful sides. Imagine this. What would they do if they woke up as a squirrel one day? Or what's their favorite ice cream flavor that describes their personality? It's all about bringing out their hidden quirks and having a blast along the way. We believe that even the most successful and accomplished individuals have a fun side, and we're here to celebrate that. So get ready to witness the fun and playful side of our extraordinary guests. You'll laugh, you'll smile, and you might just discover a thing or two about them that you never knew. So sit back, grab a drink, and get ready for the show.
Alrighty, everyone. If it's Tuesday, it's time for another 5 Questions With. And back in studio with me, we have the very lovely Miss Shani Rigsbee is back. If you missed our interview last week, fantastic time. Be sure to check out the link below, talking all about her new film that's currently available on Amazon. She's been touring with new music. Shani, welcome back to the Left of Straight Show. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
I'm excited to have you back. We had a great conversation last week, but I want to ask you a couple little goofy questions. Can we?
Let's do it.
All right. Question number 1. All right, Shani, it's alien karaoke night. Aliens have landed and they want to experience Earth's culture through karaoke. Which song from your catalog will you teach them to sing, and why?
Which song from my catalog? Wow, I don't know. All of a sudden, the first thing that came to me, a song I have called "Call of the Wild." Don't know why that came to me, but maybe because they're aliens.
I like it. Very good. Aliens will learn about the Call of the Wild right here on Earth from Shani Rigsbee. All right. Question number 2. Superhero movies are all the thing. You're an actress. If you could play any superhero or villain in a movie, which would you rather be, a hero or a villain? And what would you like either your superpower to be or your evil scheme?
Ooh, wow. I think a villain. A villain is fun because, right? I like to be in that realm. Evil powers. Maybe something where I could like cast fire. I don't know. Is that a character?
That's good. I like that. That's fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Everyone likes the evil characters. I mean, Snow White is pretty and all, but the evil queen's a lot of fun. You gotta like that.
I think our daily life, we try to be prim and proper and kind, right? So why not go the other way?
Exactly. All right, question number 3, Shani. We're all about throwing a good dinner party here on Left to Straight podcast. I'm a big foodie. If you could invite 3 famous figures, dead or alive, to a dinner party, one singer, one actor, and someone you just admire, who would you invite for dinner and pick their brains, and what would you serve?
Oh my gosh, that's so heavy. Woo, what pressure is that? Okay, so singer, dead or alive. I'm gonna go with Prince because
Wow, nice.
he's gone and I have too many questions. Singer, okay, and actor you said?
Actor?
This is random. I'm totally going with the people that come first in my head. Don't ask me why. It's bizarre.
I like it.
So I'm just doing that. I'm not going to give you a well thought out answer. For some reason, Vivian Leigh came to mind. I don't know why. But I guess because she was part of a bygone era, and I would like to know what it felt like to be in such a big, fill those shoes of Scarlett O'Hara, Gone with the Wind. Then who was the third?
And the third one can be anyone you've always wanted to just pick their brain. Pick anybody you want for your third guest.
Michelle Obama.
Ooh, good choice. And then I'm a foodie. What kind of dinner would you serve? What's your go-to?
It's got to be something I can make myself because that's limited, right? I mean, yeah, well, okay, so I don't eat meat, so that becomes tricky because I have to make something that they want to eat, I guess, right? So then that becomes always the problem with a dinner party is trying to accommodate everybody, right? So probably I would try to make something, which the things I'm probably better at are hearty pastas. I love to make a really good pasta. So I would probably make that, but then I would call around and get some other good stuff.
I like that, though. I'm all about a pasta dinner.
Yeah.
All right, question number 4. What's maybe the most unusual thing that's ever inspired you to either write a song or take on a role?
Most unusual thing. Well, I don't know if it's unusual, but it's been the most a song that you wouldn't have wanted to have to write, I would say, which is the title track from my album called The Moon Knows. And it was basically a personal discovery, putting it out there of my sort of experience in the Me Too movement, something that I'd kept very private for a long, long time. So I would say that it's not unusual in that I'm not alone in that, but it's a song that you wish you didn't have to write. How about that?
That's a great answer. I love that. All right, and question number 5, Shani. Let's do a little time travel shenanigans. If you could travel back in time to any era and watch any concert or Broadway show ever, what would you like to go back and see?
I have this sort of kinship to the 40s, the 1940s. That sort of speakeasy kind of vibe, and just things were very slick, and I'm sure it was a hard time living in that era. I don't mean to say it wasn't hard, but it just, the visuals, the music, the glamour, the way people carried themselves, it was just a very unique in terms of the arts. Like I say, I'm not saying everything in the era was great, but the arts, there was something really cool about that era.
Good answer. I love that. Shani Rigsbee, you made it through 5 questions. Woohoo! Remind everyone where they can find your fantastic website. It gives you all about different projects you have coming up and your music you have available, and where they can find you on social media.
Okay, so come visit me on Shani Rigsbee on Instagram. It's SHANI. And my website is shanimusic.com.
Fantastic. Guys, be sure to check out our full interview down below. Go get that music. As I always say on here, don't be cheap bastards and just stream it. Go buy music. You need to buy it and support our local artists. Rent those movies when you can. I love that. We'll see you next time, because if it's Tuesday, it's always 5 questions right here in Left of Straight Show podcast. Bye-bye. All right, guys, if it's Tuesday, it's time for another 5 questions with right here on Left of Straight Show podcast. Back with me in studio is the fantastic, handsome, and very talented Mr. Lance Collins. He is the story writer behind the new movie, My Partner, that premiered last week. Lance, welcome back to Left of Straight Show, my friend. How are you?
Aloha. I'm excited and terrified at the same time.
You're a writer. You got this. You got it down. Guys, we had a fantastic talk all about this new movie, My Partner, filmed in beautiful Lahaina, Maui, written by Lance here, and just a beautifully filmed about 2 boys from different cultures kind of falling in love a little bit as they learn to kind of work together. So congratulations on the film. It's been a great hit on the film festival circuit. Now it's been open a couple of days, so that's got to be kind of exciting.
Yes, very, very exciting, and also a little nervous and anxious.
There you go. Well, check out the link below, find our entire interview, and you can see for a preview for the movie. But be sure to look for it on your local video on demand streaming near you. You ready to play a little 5 questions, Lance?
Never, but yes.
All righty. Question number 1, my friend. If My Partner were turned into a musical, what would the opening number be, and which Hawaiian instrument would steal the show?
Oh no. Okay. I think the opening number in the film was Lapaku, which is a song, was a chant about Pele that was turned into a song, and I think that probably would still be the same. although quite possibly the steel guitar, if we had an orchestra doing a live musical, I think it possibly might be the steel guitar as opposed to the ipu, the drum that is the predominant sound in that song.
I like it. Well, the original music, the Hawaiian music is backgrounds the film is absolutely gorgeous. So you guys are going to love that throughout the film. And we had a story in an interview you want to look about how one of the songs came to be in the movie. Absolutely amazing. Question number 2, Lance. Imagine you're hosting a luau for us mainland fans and my partner. What's the one traditional dish you hope everyone tries? And now we know how good Kaipo is. Who would be the cast member you would like to challenge to a hula off?
Okay. Well, I would say that it's not exactly a food; it's more of a drink. But the ava, which is it's in the at the end of the luau scene, that is something that I think that that's something that maybe folks might be interested in trying. Pacific Islands, there's like an invisible line in the middle, and everybody on one side of the line, ava is the drink of choice, and on the other side of the line, it's chewing betel nut. And so I definitely think that folks that are interested in Pacific Island cultures should at some point try ava and possibly also betel nut. And who would I do the dance off with, or who would I challenge to
What
hula?
cast member? Not Kaipo. We saw how good he was and his uncle.
Yeah, Alaka'i, right. Well, the Kumu hula, the hula teacher Cody Pueopata was actually one of the people in one of the luau guests. So, and he's the one that I think actually was his song that they danced to in the luau, and I would love to see him dance it because I've never seen him dance that song before, even though it's his song.
I love that. Very, very good. Great answer. Yeah, that ava. I mean, you might get to fall asleep with your crush afterwards. You never know if you drink a little too much of that stuff. I'm telling you. All right. Question number. I think we're on 4 already. If you had a time machine and could witness any moment in Hawaiian history firsthand, what would you choose to go back and be an observer of?
Yikes. The whole thing. I would say I'm actually very interested I would be very interested in, if I had a time machine, going and seeing the time of Kaomi, which was the male lover of Kamehameha III, and to actually see, because there's very little that's been written about him, and mostly negative, but we do know that he was kidnapped and basically killed by the royal faction that had were strongly Calvinist at that point. So I would be very interested to be witness to that, partly because it plays a very pivotal role in where the Hawaiian kingdom went as a Christian nation, but it precedes it, and it'd be very interesting to see how everything actually unfolded.
I love that. And you'll find out in our first interview that Lance edits all these different wonderful books about West Maui history. So, yeah, that tracks very well. That was the story we talked about last week as well. All right, question number 5. You almost made it through, Lance. Fingers crossed. Here we go. This is the hardest one of all 5 of them. If you could create a new Hawaiian-inspired emoji, what would it look like and what would it mean?
Oh no. I'm not a texter, so I'm very in the far outer reaches of the emoji universe.
What's a good graphic that would symbolize Hawaiian life, and what would it mean?
Well, I don't know if they I think they have the Shaka one, right? I think I saw a news article about that. So they have the Shaka one. I would say, it's the ku kia I mauna hand symbol. So the Hawaiians gathered at the base of Mauna Kea's summit and basically engaged in 9 months of peaceful protest to basically not allow development to occur at the top of the mountain. And it was Hawaiians from every walk of life, some that never agree on anything. And it was a huge unifying force in the Hawaiian community. And the Kukia'i Mauna hand symbol is something that sort of reflects this sort of indigenous power to protect sacred sites, and is very important to many Hawaiian people. So I would say that possibly that would be a great emoji, because I'm sure in text conversations, there's times where somebody might want to flash that. And so if they had the emoji for it, that would be probably
I like
well
that.
placed.
Very, very good. Lance Collins, you made it through 5 questions. Congratulations, my friend. Guys, you have to see this movie, My Partner. Amazingly shot. The story created by Lance is beautiful. Lance, remind everyone where they can find follow along the story on maybe social media.
Yeah, you can look us up on Facebook or Instagram at My Partner Movie. And we give updates about in-person screenings and that type of thing. So please look us up on social media at My Partner Movie and connect with us.
Terrific. Lance, thanks so much for being in part of 5 questions. Stay on the line for me. Guys, if it's Tuesday, it's always time for another 5 questions. Be sure to stay tuned the next couple of days. We have brand new Left to Straight Show interviews. We'll see you next time, and have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.
Aloha.
Thank you for listening to our bonus podcast, 5 Questions With. Be sure to look for us every Tuesday as we bring back some of your favorite guests from the previous week's interviews and some special best of 5 questions guests as well. If you haven't subscribed yet or hit the like button, tap those buttons now to help other people find Left of Straight podcasts. We appreciate you for listening and look for our interviews with your favorite LGBTQ and straight allies from entertainment, foodies, music, books, and advocacy. We'll see you next week, because if it's Tuesday, it's time for 5 Questions With.